A new patch is coming out for The Witcher 3. 15 gigs. Really? Hey everybody, Picky Old Gamer here. How's everything going for you guys? End of my vacation, been off this week. I got only today and tomorrow. Monday's going to suck, but I can't complain. I had a good week of being just damn lazy. You ever had just a nice week off and just didn't do anything, recharge your batteries? I have. I'm starting a video now. I'm probably going to have about 3 videos come up here because I'm trying to get everything caught up. So I saw this. The Witcher 3 is getting a patch. 600 plus bug fixes. A huge 13-page of notes and everything. Tons of improvements. The patch is 15 gigs. 15 gigs of what changes? That's on the consoles. PC is between 6 and 15 gigs, I guess, depending on platform. I don't know. I can see. Look, I'm going to get straight to this problem here, and I'm not going to dance around it. I went to college. I had to do programming. I am a system administrator. I do servers, data center, virtualization. Not trying to act like I'm better than anybody else. I know what I'm doing come to that point. I'm not a programmer. I did some of it. Got 2 of my buddies who went through college with me. They're programmers. I know what object-oriented programming is. I know that you can, if you break off your programming and do it correctly, you have things in objects and you can break off your code and patch certain things. I see what's going on here, and this has been a problem with games for a while now, is that when you get a patch, even though they patch 1 thing, 2 things, 600 things, you download a shit ton of data. Here's what's going on, and I know what's going on, and until Project Red, CD Projekt Red, or all these other games, and I'm not naming just them. If they show me the actual changed code, I'd believe it. What we're seeing here is that we're downloading an entire group of data, and they made 600 plus improvements in that data. And instead of just downloading just the code, whether it be just raw code, sounds, textures, 3D modeling, changes in the engine, we're downloading all of it. I don't have the game right now. I'm going to wait till this comes out with the Game of the Year edition. I have other things to play I'm going to get to here in a second. But you don't have to download a ton of data to get everything patched. Microsoft, Linux distributions, Apple's Mac OS 10, which is, of course, the Unix derivative of NetBSD, and iOS and Android. Look at all the way they patch. Remember, everybody had an iPhone a while back, and you could, when you patched iOS, that you download like 600-700 megs every time. You download the new version of the operating system in one chunk. Now, have you noticed? Anybody ever noticed? Last few years, probably maybe iOS 6 or 7. I can't remember. It's been a while. You download patches. Sometimes they're only 10 megs, 20, 30, 40, 50 megs, maybe 100. Not the whole goddamn operating system. Why? You download the bits of code they've patched. See how big a lot of patches for Microsoft is? A few hundred kilobytes, sometimes a meg, 2, 3, 5, 10 megs. Not including some things like .NET. .NET's large, everything like that. You download only the stuff you need. You don't download Windows every time. You don't download OS 10 every time. You don't download Linux every time. You don't download Android or iOS every time. What's happening is games at one time, especially on the 360, I remember game patches being 5, 10 megs, sometimes 100 megs, sometimes 200 or 300 megs, and they tell you, you're adding all this feature, especially like Borderlands. You download a compatibility patch every time, 200, 300, 400 megs. Or say, we fixed this on this game. 15, 20 megs. Now you're downloading gigs. Well, we're changing all that. Bullshit. Bullshit. I call bullshit. I am right now calling shenanigans. That is bullshit. I had Arkham Knight, loved it, played it for a couple months there, a month or two. During, just work I don't have time to play it as much as I can. I finally beat it, finally made through it. I put the game in, 4 or 5 gig, day one patch. Surprise. Download all my DLC, a few gigs here. It was about 6, 7, 8 gigs. I don't know. I think 6 or 7 gigs, realistically. That game patched 3 times. I think 3 times that I owned it. Every single time is around 5 gigs. I downloaded 15 gigs of patches. Is it amazing that the patch sizes of all these games are always the same? Because they're updating the same block of code for their games. They're compartmentalized. So if they make 20 meg change in that whole block of 5 gigs, you're downloading the 5 gigs again. That's what's happening. I know this. I'm not the smartest man in the world. I'm not the best IT person in the world. But I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And it's what they're doing, and they're being lazy. They're doing great. CD Projekt Red is doing 600 plus patches, bug fixes. I am serious. That's not that's not me being arrogant or trying to make an internet smart ass comment. That's great. Seriously, good. I'm glad you guys made all the changes. Did you change 15 gigs of data? I doubt it. Probably a gig or 2. Why are you making people download that much data? Because you don't want to make a patcher that patches only the code you change. Think of people's internet pipes. Think about their fucking data caps if you got some. Some people cannot keep doing this. Stop. Patch sensibly or don't patch at all. Seriously. Unless it was a critical game bug, don't patch it. If you cannot make a patcher that's smart enough, don't patch it. Why? Look at Diablo 3 on the console and PS4. I've never seen it much past 2 gigs, and that was a huge patch for features. Patches are not that big, but some games are not. Is this the way the consoles are? Is this Microsoft's or Sony's fault? Excuse me. That you have to package it this way? I don't think so. Why can't patches be modern? If you change 2 gigs of data and say we changed a bunch of sounds, we changed a bunch of textures, and this is why it's there, fine, we'll download it. But every time something comes up, it's like you're downloading the game all over again because somebody cannot understand how to patch the changed files in their program. It's lazy. And especially when you see a good company at CD Projekt Red do good work, but then have a shitty, horrible patch method of huge patch, and you're just changing what's already there. You're not adding. And some people made a lot of comments on all these sites. I saw this on Polygon and other places else. Is this on top of what you already got? Fuck. These already 500 gig dinky little hard drives in these next gen or these current gen now consoles. I'm going to probably have to expand my Xbox One unless I get rid of stuff like Halo Master Chief Collection. 60 gigs here, 50, 20, 30, 40 gigs here. I'll eat it up pretty quick. I'm trying to actually get a lot more games on it. So you want to dump a patch. And I'm hoping if it's a patch, it's just going to overwrite everything that's there and it's going to be the same amount. But I'm just going to call bullshit and shenanigans, and people can, call me out and say you're wrong. Well, go take a programming class. Go understand object-oriented programming. I'm not smart when it comes to that. I'll tell you I'm not smart. I suck at it. I can do it if I get into it, but you only should change the code that you should only push out code changes that are being changed. I got a buddy I just went out with him today. He programs in the medical field. They don't program and push the whole fucking application out to the servers. They patch only what changes because that's common sense. You don't want to break something else, and you don't want to push that much data out. But I guess now It's change your game, change a chunk of code, and if it's multi-gigs or 10 gigs, fuck it. People can just download it or don't play the game, and it needs to stop. This is ridiculous. Day one patches don't need to be that goddamn big, and when you're going to patch something, you need to stop patching and making people download huge chunks. Just package the bytes, gigs that you change, only the changes, and ask us to download them. I challenge developers. Do it right, or don't do it at all. So, this is just, I'm over 10 minutes here. It's just nothing major, but I'm not bashing CD Projekt Red. I'm not bashing these developers that actually patch and push forward and try to fix their games, but stop making us download shit tons of data. It's probably already on our hard drives. Let us download the stuff that changes. If you don't know how to do it, ask Microsoft, Apple, Linux distros such as Ubuntu and other places. How do you patch just the files you need? Somebody will show you how to do it. And probably you just know how to do it. You just don't want to do it. Do it right. Stop making people download tons of data and hit their internet. If they have data caps, making them hit their data caps. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? I understand some people may say, no, you don't understand how to do it. I do. I understand how it works. I'm not good at it, but I know programming. There's a lot of people that probably say, yeah, they're not patching. They're making us download everything again. So, if you need to know how to patch and make it patch right with small patches, ask Blizzard with World of Warcraft. They still know how to do it right. You don't have to download the whole fucking game again. So, anyway, leave me comments below. I've got a new WordPress site, Piccio Gamer blog at picciogamerblog.wordpress.com. It's on my channel now, so you can go look there. I'm going to actually just put a little bit of my thoughts. I'm going to see how it goes. I may do it, keep it around, may not. So, subscribe, share, like my videos. Dislike and tell me, respectfully. Well, disagree. And I like to talk to all my commenters, and I need to catch up today. I try to respond to everybody. So, appreciate it, and everybody have a good day. Piccio Gamer, out.